So in our last videos, we have seen what the directives are, what purpose we use a directive. And in this video, I want to show you how you can create your custom directive and achieve some functionality. So in this scenario, I want to create one directive through which I can change the font type, the font family of the text. So I will go ahead and will create a directive. I can use a command ng generate directive, but since I'm using an extension, I have that option of creating it from here. So let me put a name font type, and I will create a font type directive, and let's write a code inside this directive. So I want to accept a font type. I want to accept a string as an input. This is a font name that I want to apply to the particular HTML element, so that's why I use that input decorator. I am accepting that, and in the constructor I am passing an element reference variable el, and the same I'm using here to change the font family. So native element is the object that every HTML tag has, and I'm selecting that HTML tag from the DOM, and I'm assigning a font family in the style as a font family that I have received. And the selector for this directive I have kept as a font type, so whenever I will reference using this selector, Angular knows that it has to apply some logic from this directive file. And remember, you need to import the element reference and the directive decorator from the Angular core. Now it is time to go back to the HTML file and use the directive that we created. So I just want a simple p tag, and inside that whatever text will be present, I want to change the font type of that text to whatever font type I will pass here. So just adding a p tag, and this is the selector of my directive. I have font type and I have passed Arial value, and this will go into my directive and it will apply the font type, the font family of this Arial to this text. So let's go to the browser and see how it looks. The text is there, but I think there is some problem. If I just do it, okay, I think it has not detected it. The directive is not applied here because I see the font families are the same, and the reason being, though I have created a directive, but I have not declared that under a module, so that it's not able to identify. So I need to import and put it under the declaration. So font type directive, I will import it, just comma missing. And now if I go to the browser, now I see that it has applied the Arial font to this text. And just to go back, if I change this to something else, so instead of Arial, if I pass this font, let's see if it's able to change it or not. Reload, and yeah, it's working. So I can see that with the directive that I created, font type, I am able to change the font family of a text on the fly. And this was one example of the custom directive. You can create a custom directive for any purpose that you want. Custom directive, you have entire properties of the native element, so you can play around with it, and you can customize the behavior of your HTML element. So that's all for this video, and I hope you may find this helpful. Thank you.